Welcome to the video today, everybody. I'm Teresa. Today's video is going to be a fun one because I'm going to show y'all how I went out and shopped. I thrifted. I went to some yard sales and I found some beautiful furniture pieces. I saved a lot of money and I'm going to show you how I did that in today's video. How you can find beautiful pieces of furniture and save thousands of dollars. So I'm going to show you in today's video some pieces that I found for our secondary home. I will show you how I style all the pieces in the next video. In today's video, we are just going to give all of these pieces a new life. But I want y'all to look. I went out and did some research. These are some pieces of furniture that I'm going to have in today's video that are similar to these. I found an end table, and look at the prices of end tables. I will show you the one that I found, and I scored a great deal on it. Nightstands. If you go out shopping for 2-drawer nightstands, y'all, they can run up in the money. And look at these beautiful china cabinets, but look at the price tag. You won't believe the one that I scored at Goodwill and what I paid for mine. Look at this Bombay hand-painted floral dresser. Y'all, I found one of these and I didn't pay $500 for it. And in this piece, we found some old treasures. So y'all stay tuned. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Hey y'all, I'm gonna bend down. I've got y'all up on like a crate thing so I can get a good angle for this. It's hard to move this piece around, but I got this at Goodwill the other day, and when I went in, it was half off, red tag. This had a red tag on it. It was regularly $99.99. So I got this for what, $49.50. So I have been wanting a piece like this that I can paint up and put in our master bathroom over at our secondary home. Y'all know that we purchased a condo last year on the water, and we fixed it up. So we're gradually trying to furnish it, and I'm looking for thrifted pieces so I can get furniture, upcycle them, make them over myself, and save money. So I got this beautiful piece, so we're going to start and we are going to clean it up really well. There's a few bad areas to where the wood finish top is peeling, and I'll get y'all off the tripod and I'll get you some footage up close so you can see. But on the top, it's got some damage. So I'm going to need to do some sanding. The top you won't ever be able to see, but I'm just going to have to work on this down here. It's an old piece, but absolutely beautiful, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to paint it white. I may distress it, and then I'll bring you along when we go and take it over to the condo, and I'll show you how we can decorate a piece like this. So y'all, let's get started and get to working on this beautiful piece and just give it a new life. So you can see right here, this right here is gotten lifted up. So not real sure. I mean, we could get some wood glue, put it under there and try to adhere that back down and keep it, or it may be best just see if we can peel that off and maybe sand it. I'm not sure what route we'll take, but that is on the drawer. But look at the beautiful detail to this. Of course, it's wood. I love the legs. It's got a glass front. Look at this old glass knob. But you can see right here, it was $99.99 and I got it for half price. I love this little detail up here. Let me just bring y'all back so y'all can just see it full length. And then the sides look good. We're just gonna need to clean it really well, and hopefully we'll put some paint on it, bring it back to life, and make it really pretty. But I've been wanting one of these, and when I go out and price them online, I mean, they're pieces like this are so expensive. So, with a little bit of elbow grease, I think we can make this one work and save ourselves hopefully a lot of money. But you can see the top here. The top's not going to show, so what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to get a putty knife and probably scrape as much of this off and then go over it with a sander and smooth it down as best I can. So y'all, let's get to work. And that's exactly how this turned out, was work. Have you ever seen a project piece, maybe in the store or yard sale or thrift store, And you're just like, oh, I'll just take that home and throw a layer of paint on it and it's just going to look beautiful. You don't entail all the hard work you're going to have to put into this piece. And that was this piece. It was a challenge. So as you can see the top of it, I scraped off as much of that stuff as I could with my putty knife. But y'all, in reality, you are not really ever going to see the top of this thing. But in my mind, I wanted it to look as best as I could get it to look. So I did go around with that putty knife. I worked on it. Some of it I pulled up with my fingers. And this is how I did it. You just kind of got up under those pieces that were peeling up. And then you get to a certain point and then they just be stuck down. But I did just go through and I removed all this loose stuff. And I don't even know what this stuff is called. And some of it, like you can see, you could even pull it up with your hands. So I just kept stabbing at it and working at it. And this, like I say, this is just the top part. And this is the part you're probably not even ever going to see. But I worked on this for quite a while. Once I got the majority of this removed and I didn't have any more of this loose stuff, then I did get my electric sander and I went over it, for a while, just smoothing it down as best I could and just making it look, a whole lot better. So then I wanted to see what I was going to do with the front. After I had all that time with the top, I thought, now what am I going to do with the front? Because the front is basically going to be the same way. So I tried getting some wood glue and just putting some wood glue up under there and pressing it down with my fingers just to see if wood glue would be an option, but it wasn't. Okay, I got most of this front scraped off. I had to take the emblem off. I hated to lose that part, but it was so rotten that it just kind of crumbled and fell apart. But I think we can put another casting on the front, make our own, or maybe even an oval ornate shaped frame could add a lot of detail right here in this area. So we will probably add something right here, a DIY, to make our own little design there in the center. But I got most of this scraped off, so now I'm gonna get the electric sander and get after it. This one piece right here, it will not. It has too much glue up under it. The rest of it, I pretty much got just those two pieces right there. But your scraper, little putty knife, that thing right there was a blessing. If you ever could just grab up under just an edge and just get it lifted, it pretty much would just work it all the way off. So, but anyway, it's a beautiful piece. I'm excited. And when I pull the drawer out, look at all the stuff that is back behind this drawer. So we'll have to go through some of this stuff and see. There's looks like some mail, some bills. We'll have to see what the date is on this stuff. But isn't that crazy? So we will have to see what these little treasures are. Okay, y'all, I just want to pop on here real quick, tell y'all something that I just received, and it's because of all of you. And I want to give each and every one of y'all a sincere thank you for supporting me and encouraging me through the years for my YouTube journey. We reached a huge milestone and we reached over 100,000 subscribers. This is something I never thought I would receive, or in my wildest dreams when I started the channel that this would happen, but it did. So I just wanted to come on, show y'all this beautiful plaque that YouTube sent me. And like I say, it is because of all of you going out, watching my videos, supporting me throughout the years. So I just want to tell all of y'all a huge thank you, and I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Now I want to let y'all know that I'm going to be offering a special giveaway so y'all can help me celebrate my 100,000 subscriber achievement. On August the 31st, which is a Saturday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm going to be having a live auction sale over on Whatnot. Now, if you're not familiar with Whatnot, I will tell you a little bit about what they do. Whatnot is a live shopping app on your phone and website where sellers auction off or sell everything from collectibles to fashion to storage finds, and you can get some amazing deals. I'm also going to provide 2 links down in my description box. I'm going to leave a link that'll give you a $15 credit. All you'll need to do is go out, download the Whatnot app, get set up, and you will have $15 to spend at my show or anywhere on the app. I'm also going to include a seller link. So if you want to sell your items just like I'm selling, I will provide a link for you that will be easy for you to go out and be a seller like me. Whatnot offers so many easy features for you to buy and sell on their app. If you are a buyer and you can't make my sale, I have some items that are buy it nows. They are at a fixed price, so you can use your $15 credit to purchase those. I also have some set up for auction. All of those will start at $1. So if you make the live sale, you can get some amazing deals. Also, you can go out and pre-bid if you can't make the sale or if you can't set through a live auction. You can make your pre-bid and you can still possibly get that item that you really want. Here's some of the items that I'm going to have in my upcoming sale on August the 31st. I am still adding to this, but here's just a glimpse of some of the things that I will be offering. And like I say, a lot of these auctions will start at $1. Here's my giveaway item. This right here is for all of you that come over to my sale. You'll be eligible to win this beautiful mantle tablecloth. To make my sale even more fun, I'm going to have another giveaway. Besides the clock, if you make a purchase, you will also be eligible to win this beautiful vintage wooden heart. I have put this in a video, so this has actually my touches on it. I've upcycled it and put some beautiful transfers on this side, but you also have this side. So I just wanted to bring that along to y'all. If you make my live show, you do purchase something from me, I want to offer all of y'all a buyer's appreciation giveaway gift also. Make sure to go out, bookmark my sale, and I hope to see all of y'all on Whatnot on August the 31st. All right, let's see what we got in here. Oh, look, it's an old, looks like an old letter. The Turner family, Billy Turner. This is dated 1984. Look at the postage back then was 20 cents. Oh, that is so neat. Oh, 75 years of marriage. An anniversary party. Ripley, Alabama, 1984. Wow, what a treasure, y'all. I love that. Let's see what else we have. This looks like a Blue Cross Blue Shield envelope that just got back there and got all wadded up. I don't know what that is. Oh, look, it's a little baby born. Amber Brooks Morris, 1991. 6 pounds, 9 ounces. Oh, how sweet. And this looks like an old card that come off a florist delivery. Y'all remember this when you used to get, yeah. Oh my goodness. That is so neat. Okay, let's get back to working on this piece, and especially this drawer part. And like I got all that loose off, and finally, after, you know, with my little putty knife, and let me tell you, my little putty knife ended up being my best friend. I got my electric sander back out, and I just sanded over the front and made it as smooth as I could, because of course this will be the front and you will be able to see it. I thought the first thing I needed to do though was I needed to prime it. Y'all, I bought the wrong primer. I needed a primer that had shellac in it, and mine did not. So take a lesson here. When you buy a primer and you don't want your wood to bleed through, the kind that contains shellac is the best to get. That way you won't have that bleed through. I did all this right here and it did not work. So you will see me in just a minute. I'm going to show you what primer I went back and got. But until then, I'm going to show you the paint that I got. Now, I got this at Walmart, and I wish I could tell y'all that I loved it and it was a good paint, because it was very affordable. And the color of it was picket fence. So I thought, how could this go wrong? Because I love the name of this paint, and it was a really pretty white color. Well, y'all, I got this far. It took so much paint. It wasn't a good quality paint, so you had to put 1,000 layers on it. And then in between, the wood, of course, kept bleeding back through because that primer I used was not the correct kind. So I did go back to the store for the 100th time and I got some spray shellac. So I just grabbed this. I think I got this at Walmart, and this is the kind that you need. And it also comes in the kind that you can, buy that looks like it comes like in paint form that you can paint it on, and that's probably a better buy for the money. I think this right here was between $11 and $12 a can. But let me tell you something, a can of it does last, it does go a long way. So I went over the whole cabinet with a good coat of that shellac, and now I'm about to pull in the big guns. I have done called for Ben's assistance, and I also want a spray painter. So he's going to come out today, and we're going to line up a few pieces that I have along with this cabinet. I've got several pieces of furniture that I have thrifted and found at yard sales to put over at the condo. So I'm going to show y'all all of those pieces in this video, and we're going to get to the other ones in just a minute. But we're just going to line up everything on this day. We've got a nice weather day. He's going to mix up the picket fence, this paint that I got at Walmart, and we've got a spray painter that I got from Amazon, and it is linked to my Amazon store. It's called, I think, the Critter. But you can see, you just add your paint in a mason jar. You just tighten down the cap of the spray painter, and then you just hook it up to your air compressor. And I've had several of y'all ask what kind of air compressor we use, and that right there is it. And and that's all you have to do. And I highly recommend, if you're upcycling furniture, you definitely want to invest in a spray painter, a spray paint gun. And we probably need to invest in one a lot better than this one. We don't do a lot of furniture upcycles, thank goodness. So this one right here does the job. Now I'm going to take y'all back into the past and show y'all some yard sale finds that I found one Saturday morning when I happened up on this really great yard sale. Okay, I've got all this furniture on the truck, and when we get it unloaded, I'll let y'all see it even better. But for $100, I got an entertainment center. It was $30. I got a nightstand, and the nightstand was $10. And then I got this beautiful piece, and I think this is just more like a, I don't know, I guess more like a dresser type piece. I'm probably not going to use it as a dresser. I think I'm just going to use it for a piece of furniture, maybe in our dining room. But this right here was $60. I can't wait to get these unloaded and start working on these, because I'm going to give them all, a makeover. We're going to paint them, put some new hardware on them, and make these pieces really pretty. So for $100, I got 3 pieces of really nice furniture. Now here is the entertainment center. It's got 2 drawers on the bottom, and it's got some adjustable shelves. It also will expand. The top of it slides, and you can loosen up a couple of screws inside one of the drawers, and you can pull it apart and expand it to be a lot longer. We're not going to expand it. We're going to leave it just like it is, but we are going to go and we're going to make over it. First thing I want to do is I want to make sure I prime it really well so this wood color does not bleed through our white paint. Once I gave it a good coverage of the shellac primer, and we let it dry, and this primer does dry really fast. While Ben had the spray painter out, again, we're just going to use it using the same paint that we used on the armoire, and this is the picket fence that I got at Walmart. And like I say, this was not my favorite paint, so if I had all this to do over again, I would choose a better quality paint. This was an easy refresh. We just gave it a couple layers and let it dry and put the drawers back in it. Now let's work on this little nightstand. This was a fun, easy piece to refresh. All I'm going to do on this is just remove the hardware, and then I'm going to paint it. Now, we did not have the spray painter out on this day, so I'm just kind of working on this on another day, and I'm doing this one by myself. Since this is a smaller piece, it was a lot easier for me to manage. The hardware just come off, and I ended up painting the hardware, and I kind of wished I hadn't. I kind of wished I would just left it the way it was, but I went on and painted it. I put it back on, but eventually I think I'll go to Hobby Lobby, and I think I'll get some new hardware for it. So that's just another great way that how you can refresh a furniture piece and give it a totally different look. And that is just to add some, really budget-friendly new hardware to it. And it can just change the style and the look of it drastically. So I'm just going to get everything removed. I'm going to clean it up really good. I'm just going to take this nasty contact paper out of the inside. It was just that stick and peel. So I'm just going to peel it up, take it out, and then I'm just going to go over it with some crud cutter. I'm going to go over the outside and the inside really well and just clean this piece and get it, get it cleaned up really well, and then we'll start to paint it. Once I got the little nightstand prepped and cleaned really well, now I'm going to go over it. And on this piece, I'm not going to use the shellac. I'm going to use some Kiehl's. Now, this is another good primer that will avoid wood bleed on some of your project pieces. And I had this on hand, so I kind of wanted to use it up and see if it would work. And it did. So I'm just going to give this a good layer. And what it does, this has a white primer color to it, so it really helps too when you go to put your paint on. It just gives your paint a better coverage. So I'm going to go over the whole piece with a thin layer of this, and then we will be ready to paint. And like I say, this being a small piece, I was able to brush this piece and just give it a couple layers using my brush. And I'm going to use Dixie Belle's chalk paint, and the color that I'm going to paint this is called Fluff. It's a really pretty white color that I really like. And then once I get a couple layers on it, and you can also sand in between your layers just to get a really smooth coat. And a lot of times that will help. Just get a light grit sandpaper, go over it very lightly, wipe it down really good, and then go over with your final layer of paint. And that also will give you a really good finish. And that's what I'm doing here. Once I got a layer of the paint on and it dried really good, I'm just going to lightly go over it using my sandpaper just to sand it down so it'll have a smooth finish. Wipe it down really good, and then I'm going to apply the hardware back to it, and then I will go over it and seal it with some clear wax. Now let's work on this beautiful end table. Y'all, I love the legs on this. I found this at Goodwill, and it was half off Red Tag Day, so I got this for $5. I went out just to give you an idea of how much money you can save when you thrift some pretty furniture pieces. Look at the prices on some of these beautiful end tables. Now, all I'm going to do to this is, they've already done the work for me. Whoever donated this, they had already started on it, and they had stripped the majority of the stain off of it. Look at this beautiful wood. I could not pass this up for $5 because it is ready to go. So all I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to get this beautiful color parchment. This is by Fusion. This is another really good quality paint, especially for furniture. And my friend Jackie at Ruth and Ruby, and I'm going to leave her link down below to her shop, she sells this paint line. So if you're looking for a good quality paint, I highly recommend this one. So I gave the little end table a couple of coats of it, and I will go over it and seal it with some clear wax. And then in the next video, I will take y'all over to the condo, and I will show y'all where I put each of these furniture pieces, how I style them and stage them in our secondary home. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today, and I hope y'all got some ideas and inspiration of how you can go out and shop for budget-friendly furniture pieces, bring them home, refresh them with some new hardware or some new paint. Just give them a new life to fit into your space the best. And don't forget, y'all, on September 21st, which is a Saturday from 10 to 3, I'm going to be at Ruth and Ruby in Jasper, Georgia. This is going to be a free event. I want to invite all of y'all to come by and visit Ruth and Ruby. Come by, meet me, just do a free make and take, maybe eat a snack, or just shop the store. I hope to see all of y'all there. As always, I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I'll plan to see y'all in next week's video. Bye, y'all.